The world you see around you is a grand stage, and every event, every person, and every encounter is part of a play unfolding before your eyes. But here's the mystery: you are not merely an actor in this play. You are the playwright, the director, and the audience. What appears as external reality is but a projection of your inner world, shaped by the stories you choose to believe and the roles you assign to yourself and others. Every moment of your life you are scripting the narrative, whether consciously or unconsciously. The people you meet, the circumstances you encounter, and even the challenges you face are reflections of your own thoughts and assumptions. They come to life on this stage not as independent entities, but as mirrors of the reality you hold within. The world bends to the power of your imagination, and nothing happens by chance. Consider for a moment the relationships in your life. Have you ever noticed how someone's behavior seems to align with your expectations of them? This is no coincidence. The roles they play are shaped by the energy and assumptions you hold. Change your perspective, and the characters around you will change as well. They are not separate from you, they are extensions of your consciousness, acting out the parts you've assigned them in this vast theater. Even the seemingly fixed elements of the world, the structures, the systems, the rules, are malleable. They respond to the vibration of your belief. What you persistently imagine and feel becomes the script that reality must follow. If you feel yourself to be limited, the stage will reflect that limitation. But if you dare to imagine yourself as free, abundant, and powerful, the play will transform to support that truth. The beauty of this realization is that it empowers you to take control of your life story. You no longer need to be at the mercy of external circumstances or the opinions of others. Instead, you can create a narrative that aligns with your deepest desires. Assume the role of the person you wish to be, and act as if the life you dream of is already yours. In doing so, the stage will shift, the props will change, and the actors will adjust to fulfill the vision you hold. This is not mere fantasy or wishful thinking. It is the profound truth that lies beneath the surface of existence. The world is a reflection of your state of being, and the stage is set according to your innermost convictions. The question is not whether you are creating, but what you are creating. Are you writing a story of love, abundance, and joy? Or are you allowing fear and doubt to dictate the script? The power to change the play lies within you. All it takes is a shift in consciousness, a decision to embody the reality you wish to experience. The stage will follow. Remember, the world is not happening to you, it is happening through you. And as you awaken to this truth, you will realize that you hold the pen, the spotlight, and the stage itself in your hands. All that remains is for you to step into the role you were always meant to play. The stage of life expands as far as your imagination allows, with every detail, every encounter, and every event meticulously reflecting the invisible blueprint of your mind. You are the architect of your experiences, constructing the scenes of your life with the raw material of thought, belief, and emotion. If this truth seems overwhelming, remember that it is also liberating. The power to reshape your world rests entirely in your hands, or more accurately, within your awareness. Take a moment to observe the patterns in your life. Are there recurring themes, similar struggles, or repeated blessings? These are not random occurrences. They are echoes of your predominant state of mind. You may not remember setting these patterns in motion, but they originated in your inner conversations, your dominant feelings, and the beliefs you accept as true. The world, like an attentive actor, performs the script you provide it. And it does so flawlessly, whether the story is one of joy or despair. Now imagine a new narrative. Close your eyes and see yourself as you wish to be. Feel the joy, the confidence, the peace of living in this imagined state. It is not enough to simply visualize, you must embody the feeling as if it is already your reality. This is the secret to rewriting the play. The mind cannot distinguish between what is real and what is vividly imagined when you feel it to be true. And in this way, the external world, which you once thought was immutable, begins to reshape itself to match your new script. But the process does not end with a single act of imagination. It requires persistence, consistency, and faith. The world may initially seem unresponsive, clinging to the old script you had unknowingly written. This is where many falter, reverting back to doubt or frustration. But understand that the stage takes its cues from your unwavering conviction. The actors, props, and scenes will adjust, but only when you remain steadfast in your assumption. You must persist until your imagined reality hardens into fact. What about the challenges, the setbacks, and the moments of doubt? They are not obstacles, they are part of the play. They serve to test your resolve and strengthen your belief. Instead of resisting them, embrace them as opportunities to reaffirm your role as the creator. When faced with difficulty, return to your inner script. Adjust your focus and reaffirm the story you wish to tell. The stage will eventually yield, and the challenges will transform into stepping stones toward your desired outcome. The power of imagination is infinite, but it must be directed with intention. Idle thoughts, fleeting fears, and casual assumptions are also acts of creation. They too manifest on the stage of life, often without your conscious approval. This is why mindfulness is essential. Guard your inner world as you would a sacred space. Feed it with thoughts that uplift, inspire, and align with the reality you wish to experience. Neglecting this responsibility is like leaving the stage in chaos, allowing random scenes to unfold. As you step into this awareness, you may notice resistance not from the world, but from within. Doubts may creep in, questioning the validity of this truth. Is it really possible to shape my reality? Can I truly become the person I imagine myself to be? These questions arise from the old script, the one written in ignorance of your creative power. Acknowledge these doubts, but do not let them dictate your narrative. They are merely remnants of a story that no longer serves you. Instead, use these moments to reaffirm your role as the creator. Each time doubt arises, turn inward and revisit the feeling of your desired reality. Strengthen it with gratitude as if it is already yours. Gratitude is a powerful force that aligns you with the state of fulfillment. When you feel grateful for something you do not yet see, the stage begins to rearrange itself to match your conviction. The more you practice this, the more natural it becomes, until it feels effortless to inhabit the state of your wish fulfilled. The world is your mirror, and it reflects back to you not what you want, but what you are. If you feel lack, the mirror shows lack. If you feel abundance, the mirror reveals abundance. This is why inner transformation is the key to outer change. The play cannot improve until you improve the script. The characters cannot act differently until you see them differently. The circumstances cannot shift until you shift your perspective. It is not about controlling the world or manipulating the people in it. Such efforts are futile because they address only the surface. True power lies in changing yourself. When you change, the world cannot help but change with you. It is a law as certain as gravity. The stage is bound to reflect the state of the playwright, and you, as the playwright, hold the pen. Many wonder how long it takes for the stage to reflect a new script. The answer lies in your level of belief and the consistency of your assumption. Time is not a factor, it is merely a construct within the play. What matters is the intensity and persistence of your inner state. The more you feel your desired reality as real, the sooner it will appear on the stage. But do not measure progress by external signs. Trust that the unseen forces are at work, arranging the scenes to align with your vision. Patience is not about waiting, it is about trusting. It is about knowing that the play is unfolding perfectly, even when the evidence seems to suggest otherwise. Remember, the stage often rearranges itself in ways that are invisible to the eye. What seems like a setback may be a necessary part of the plot, leading you closer to your desired reality. Trust the process and remain faithful to your inner vision. The beauty of this truth is that it applies universally. It does not matter where you start, what your current circumstances are, or how long you have believed in limitation. The moment you awaken to your creative power, the moment you decide to rewrite the script, the world begins to shift. The stage becomes a canvas, and you, the artist, hold the brush. Imagine the possibilities. Imagine a world where you are free to be, do, and have whatever you desire. Imagine relationships filled with love and harmony, work that fulfills your soul, and a life that reflects your highest aspirations. This is not wishful thinking, it is the natural result of assuming the role of the creator. The stage will yield to your imagination, as it always has. As you step off this stage tonight and reflect on the words shared, take with you this simple truth: the world is not separate from you. It is not fixed, and it is not outside your control. It is a play, and you are both its creator and its star. Write your script with love. Direct the scenes with intention, and perform your role with joy. The stage is yours, and the spotlight awaits. The world stage doesn't rest, it moves continuously to accommodate the thoughts and feelings you entertain. There is a persistent rhythm to this process, a harmony that exists between your inner world and the outer manifestation. Every beat of this rhythm responds to the tone you set within. So the question arises, are you consciously conducting the music, or are you allowing it to play haphazardly? Imagine for a moment that the world is clay, soft and malleable, responding to every touch of your hands. Your thoughts are those hands. They mold, they shape, and they carve reality into being. Yet, unlike physical clay, this shaping happens on a deeper level. It is invisible, intangible, and yet more potent than anything in the material world. The results of this crafting may seem delayed at times, but make no mistake, they are forming with every word, every feeling, and every belief you hold. The characters in your play, too, are part of this dynamic process. Every person you meet is not merely an actor with a separate script, but is intricately tied to your assumptions. Perhaps this feels difficult to accept when confronted with conflict or negativity. It's natural to want to assign blame or see others as external forces acting against you. But what if you paused and asked, what part of me invited this into my story? This question is not about guilt or self-reproach, but about reclaiming your power. When you acknowledge your role in the creation, you gain the ability to rewrite the script. Rewriting begins with forgiveness, not just of others, but of yourself. Forgiveness is not about condoning hurtful behavior, but about releasing the emotional charge it holds over you. It frees you from being bound to old stories and allows you to craft a new narrative. Imagine each act of forgiveness as wiping clean a section of your script, creating space for something new, something beautiful. There is no limit to what you can create. Boundaries exist only in the mind, and when you challenge those boundaries, they dissolve. The limitations you perceive in the world are reflections of the limitations you accept within. If you believe that success must come through struggle, the play will faithfully reflect that struggle. If you believe that love is elusive, the stage will present scenes that confirm this belief. But if you shift your focus to ease, abundance, and connection, the entire script transforms. You may wonder, how do I maintain this focus in the face of the world's seeming chaos? The answer lies in practice. Just as an actor rehearses a role until it becomes second nature, you must rehearse the state of being you wish to embody. It begins with small, deliberate moments, choosing gratitude instead of complaint, envisioning solutions instead of problems, and feeling joy even in the absence of external validation. These small choices compound over time, reshaping your inner state and consequently the stage around you. One of the most powerful tools in this process is imagination. Imagination is not a mere escape or idle pastime, it is the creative force that underpins the entire play. When you imagine vividly and with feeling, you activate a power that begins to mold the unseen substance of reality. But to do this effectively, you must imagine as though it is already done. Feel the relief, the joy, the excitement of having your desire fulfilled. This is not pretending, it is rehearsing for the life you are calling into being. Doubt will inevitably creep in, as it often does in moments of great transformation. Doubt whispers, what if this isn't real? What if you fail, but doubt is nothing more than an old actor in your play, accustomed to the roles you once gave it? You have the authority to retire it from the stage. Replace it with faith, not blind faith, but faith rooted in the understanding that your inner world governs the outer. Faith is not about seeing the outcome first. It is about feeling it first and trusting that the world will catch up. It's also important to understand that everyone is writing their own scripts, consciously or unconsciously. While the play you experience is yours, it overlaps with countless others, creating a complex, interconnected tapestry of narratives. When someone acts in a way that seems contrary to your desired reality, recognize that they too are reflecting their own script. This awareness allows you to respond with compassion rather than reaction, maintaining your focus on the story you wish to tell. The beauty of this interconnectedness is that by elevating your own narrative, you influence the collective play. Your joy, your peace, your abundance ripple outward, inspiring others to rise to higher states. This is not something you do through force or persuasion, but through being. When you embody the state of your wish fulfilled, others see the light within you and are drawn to it. In this way, you become not just the creator of your world, but a beacon for others navigating their own. Let us now return to the essence of the stage itself. The props, the scenery, the costumes, all of it changes, but the stage remains constant. It is the foundation upon which all is built, and it is infinite in its capacity to accommodate your imagination. This stage is not separate from you, it is a part of your being. To know this is to step into your role fully, without fear, without hesitation. You are here to create, to experience, to express. The play is not meant to be a burden, but a joy. Even the moments of sorrow and struggle are part of a richer, deeper narrative, leading you to greater awareness and understanding. Embrace them as you would the climax of a great story, knowing they are temporary and serve a purpose in the unfolding of your vision. As the curtain rises on each new day, you have the opportunity to begin again. The past scenes, no matter how dramatic or painful, do not dictate the future unless you allow them to. Each morning is a blank page waiting for your pen. Write with courage, with love, and with the knowledge that you are both the author and the protagonist. The play of life is eternal, yet every act is precious. Use your power wisely, not just for your own joy, but to contribute to the beauty of the collective story. The world is waiting for your light, your vision, your unique contribution. Step into your role fully, knowing that the stage is yours to command. And as you do, the grand symphony of life will rise to meet you, aligning every note, every scene, and every moment with the masterpiece you are here to create. The grand stage of life continually calls you to explore, expand, and engage with the infinite possibilities within your imagination. Every moment presents a new opportunity to direct the scenes of your reality, shaping them with precision and intent. This is not a task confined to a single moment of clarity, but an ongoing act of conscious creation. Just as a skilled playwright revises their work to perfection, so too must you refine your inner dialogue to align with the reality you wish to experience. Consider the subtle power of persistence. In the theater of life, persistence is not about force or struggle, but about consistency in thought and feeling. It is the gentle yet unwavering belief in your ability to influence the narrative. This persistence does not demand grand gestures, it flourishes in the small, repeated acts of faith. Each time you choose to imagine a better outcome, to feel gratitude for unseen blessings, or to redirect a limiting thought, you strengthen the foundation of your play. The play responds not to fleeting wishes, but to the sustained focus of your imagination. Imagine a director shouting conflicting instructions to actors mid-performance. Chaos would ensue, and the story would lose its coherence. Similarly, if you constantly waver between doubt and belief, the world will mirror this inconsistency. Yet when you hold firm to a single clear vision, the scenes begin to align harmoniously, bringing your desires to life with precision. Do not be discouraged by delays, for the stage operates on a timeline that is often invisible to the human eye. What may appear as stagnation is often the meticulous arrangement of details, preparing for the perfect unfolding of your vision. trust in this unseen process, knowing that every thought and feeling is contributing to the ultimate manifestation. Patience is not passive, it is an active state of trust, a quiet yet powerful affirmation that the play is progressing exactly as it should. As you continue to shape your narrative, you may encounter resistance, those moments when the outer world seems to defy your inner vision. These moments are not setbacks but opportunities for growth. They invite you to deepen your conviction, to reaffirm your belief in the unseen power that governs the stage. Resistance is the tension that makes the resolution of a story more satisfying. Without it, the narrative would lack depth and meaning. When faced with resistance, return to the core of your being. Retreat into the sanctuary of your imagination, where the world's noise cannot reach you. Close your eyes and see the scenes you wish to play out. Feel the emotions as though they are already real. This act of inner rehearsal is not merely preparation, it is creation. Each time you do this, you are rewriting the script, redirecting the play toward your desired outcome. Let us also reflect on the role of gratitude in this process. Gratitude is more than an acknowledgement of blessings, it is a declaration of faith in the abundance of life. When you express gratitude, you align yourself with the energy of receiving. It is as though you are affirming to the stage, I see the beauty in what has already unfolded, and I am ready for more. Gratitude shifts your focus from lack to plenty, from fear to love. It is the key that unlocks the treasure chest of life. Every act of gratitude amplifies the play's richness, enhancing the vibrancy of its scenes. Even in moments of difficulty, finding something to appreciate can transform the narrative. Perhaps it is the lesson learned through hardship, the strength gained through perseverance, or the clarity that arises from confusion. These are gifts hidden in the folds of experience, waiting to be unwrapped by those who choose to see them. In the grand play of life, nothing is wasted. Every experience, no matter how insignificant it may seem, contributes to the whole. The joyful moments add life, the challenging ones add depth, and the quiet in-betweens provide the space for reflection. As the playwright of your reality, you have the power to reinterpret every scene, finding meaning and beauty even in the most unexpected places. Let us also consider the interplay of relationships within the play. Every person who enters your life is a reflection of your inner state, a mirror showing you aspects of yourself. Some may bring joy and inspiration, while others may challenge you or evoke discomfort. Both are equally valuable, for they reveal the areas where growth is needed and where healing can occur. When someone challenges you, resist the urge to react with anger or defensiveness. Instead, see them as a teacher, an actor playing their role to perfection, giving you the chance to rewrite your response. Ask yourself, what belief within me has invited this interaction? What part of my narrative is being reflected here in this way? Even the most difficult encounters become opportunities for transformation. Every moment of your life is a rehearsal for something greater, a preparation for the scenes yet to come. Do not rush through these moments, for they are the building blocks of your masterpiece. Savor them, learn from them, and let them inspire you to reach higher. The play is not just about the destination, it is about the journey, the unfolding of each act with grace and intention. And so as you step onto the stage each day, do so with confidence and joy. Know that you are the author, the director, and the star of this grand production. The world will mirror back to you whatever you choose to project, so choose wisely. Let your thoughts be clear, your feelings vibrant, and your vision unwavering. The stage is set, the lights are on, and the audience awaits. Take your place and create a story worthy of the infinite being you are. The beauty of the grand stage is its ceaseless invitation to discover more about yourself, to delve deeper into the infinite layers of your being. It beckons you to play with the profound creative power that flows through you, not as an abstract concept, but as a living, breathing force that shapes your world moment by moment. This is your stage, your story, your expression of the limitless potential within. To create on this stage, you must embrace the art of revision, not only in how you view the past, but in how you engage with the present. Your past is not fixed, it exists only as a memory, shaped by the lens through which you choose to recall it. The present is not rigid, it is fluid, ready to be molded by the thoughts and feelings you bring to it. Both past and present are pliable, subject to the mastery of your imagination. Revising the past does not mean denying it. Instead, it involves reinterpreting it in a way that empowers you. When you revisit a memory, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I reframe it to align with my growth? By doing so, you transform even the most painful experiences into stepping stones toward your greater story. The play is not diminished by challenges, it is enriched by how you rise above them. And what of the future? It is nothing more than the seeds you plant today, nurtured by the soil of your imagination. When you think of tomorrow, do so with expectation and joy, knowing that the stage is already rearranging itself to reflect your inner vision. Do not let worry or fear take root, for they are weeds that choke the growth of your desires. Instead, water the seeds of possibility with faith and love. Every thought, every feeling, every belief you hold is a script for the next act of your play. Choose them deliberately. When you notice thoughts of lack or limitation, do not chastise yourself, simply redirect them. Say to yourself, this thought does not serve me. I choose a new one. Then replace it with an image or affirmation that resonates with the reality you wish to experience. In this way, you become the conscious writer of your story, rather than a passive observer of its unfolding. The stage of life is neutral, it has no inherent judgment, no preference for one narrative over another. It responds faithfully to your direction, playing out the scenes you imagine most vividly. This is a profound responsibility, but it is also a liberating truth. You are not at the mercy of fate or circumstance, you are the creator, the architect of your experience. This realization brings a sense of empowerment that nothing in the outer world can diminish. As you engage with the stage, remember that life itself is a dance between the seen and the unseen. What you see with your eyes is only a fraction of what truly exists. The unseen, the realm of imagination, thought, and feeling, is the source from which all visible things emerge. To focus solely on the seen is to miss the greater part of the play. It is like watching only the actors while ignoring the script, the direction, and the intention behind the scenes. The unseen is where your true power lies. Close your eyes and step into this inner world. See it not as a void, but as a vibrant space filled with possibilities. Here you can shape anything you desire. Imagine it with clarity, feel it with conviction, and know it as real. When you return to the outer stage, carry this knowing with you, for it is the bridge between the invisible and the visible. The stage of life does not require you to perform perfectly, it asks only that you participate fully. There will be times when you falter, when the script seems unclear or the spotlight feels too bright. In these moments, be gentle with yourself. Remember that every great play has moments of tension, of uncertainty, of struggle. These moments are not failures, they are the contrasts that make the resolution more meaningful. Even when the outer world appears chaotic, know that the true play is happening within you. The chaos is but a reflection of inner discord, an invitation to return to the source of your power. Do not be distracted by the noise of the audience or the opinions of critics. Your role is not to please them, but to remain true to your vision. When you align with this truth, the world will adjust itself to reflect your clarity. Consider the importance of stillness in this process. Just as a painter steps back from the canvas to gain perspective, you must take moments of quiet reflection to reconnect with your inner stage. In the stillness, you hear the whispers of inspiration, the subtle cues that guide you toward your highest potential. Do not fear these moments of pause, they are not empty but full of possibility. In the stillness, you also come to understand that the play is not about achieving a final destination, but about experiencing the journey. Each scene, each act, each moment is valuable in its own right. Do not rush through them in pursuit of some future climax. Savor the unfolding of the story, knowing that it is perfect in its imperfection. The play is not a race to the end, but a celebration of the process. And what of the other players on this stage? They too are creators weaving their narratives alongside yours. Some will walk with you for a season, their roles intertwined with your own. Others will appear only briefly, their presence a passing but meaningful note in the symphony of your life. Honor them all, for they are mirrors reflecting different aspects of yourself. Through them you come to know yourself more deeply. When you encounter conflict or misunderstanding, resist the urge to see it as opposition. Instead, view it as a call to greater understanding, a chance to rewrite the script in a way that fosters harmony. Conflict arises not from the stage itself, but from the misalignment of perspectives. By choosing compassion and curiosity, you can transform even the most difficult interactions into opportunities for growth. As the playwright of your reality, you have the power to rewrite not only your own role, but the roles of others in your life. This does not mean controlling them, but seeing them through the lens of love and possibility. When you imagine others as their highest selves, you invite them to step into that role. Your vision of them becomes a gift, a reminder of their own creative power. In the grand play, there is no such thing as failure. Every scene, every act, every moment contributes to the whole. What may seem like a misstep is often the prelude to a breakthrough, the necessary tension before the resolution. Trust in this process, knowing that the play is always unfolding for your highest good. As you continue to navigate the stage, let joy be your guide. Joy is not a fleeting emotion, but a state of being, a way of engaging with the world that elevates every scene. When you approach life with joy, you infuse the play with light and energy, creating a ripple effect that touches every aspect of your experience. The stage of life is vast, its possibilities infinite. It is a canvas upon which you can paint anything you desire. But remember, the most powerful creations come not from force or struggle, but from alignment with the essence of who you are. When you create from this place, the play flows effortlessly, each scene unfolding with grace and beauty. And so, as the curtain rises on each new day, step onto the stage with confidence and wonder. Know that you are the creator, the storyteller, the star of this magnificent production. The world is your stage, your imagination the script, and your heart the guiding force. Create boldly, love deeply, and live fully, for the play is yours to direct. As the curtain draws near to closing on this chapter of reflection, let us stand in awe of the truth that has been revealed. The world is not something that happens to you. It is something that happens through you. The stage of life is yours to command, the script yours to write, and the role yours to embody. You are not here by accident. You are not a spectator idly watching the scenes unfold. You are the creator, the visionary, the one who breathes life into the story. Everything you see, feel, and experience is a reflection of the power within you. And that power, it is infinite. Let this be the moment you take the pen of your life firmly in hand. Let this be the moment you reject the narratives of limitation, fear, and doubt. Stand tall in the truth that you have always been the author of your reality, even when you didn't realize it. Close your eyes and imagine the life you desire. Feel it as if it were already here. Know with unwavering certainty that the stage will adjust to reflect your vision. Trust in this process, for it is as sure as the rising sun. Doubt may whisper, but your faith will shout louder. You were born to create, to dream, to shape the formless into form. Do not shrink in the face of challenges or circumstances that appear immovable. They are but props on this grand stage, ready to shift at the command of your imagination. Let your heart swell with the knowledge that nothing is out of reach, for the entire world bends to the force of your belief. There is no obstacle too great, no dream too bold. When you dare to claim your role as the creator, the universe itself rises to meet you. So now go forth boldly. Speak your desires into existence. Dream without apology. Live as if every moment were the masterpiece you were destined to create. The world is waiting for your story, your truth, your light. The stage is set. The spotlight is yours. Step into it with power, grace, and certainty. The play of your life is not just unfolding, it is flourishing. And the audience of the universe stands in rapturous applause, waiting to see what you will create next. The universe is not separate from you, it is within you, responding to the vibrational call of your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. You are not a passive recipient of life, but an active creator, shaping your experiences with the power of your imagination and faith. What you hold within your mind and heart, the universe reflects back to you. It plans only good things for you, for its nature is abundance, love, and infinite potential. Imagine for a moment that your desires are not random whims but divine whispers guiding you toward a life of fulfillment and joy. These desires are seeds planted deep within your consciousness, waiting for the nourishment of belief to grow and manifest. The universe is not withholding anything from you. It is simply waiting for you to align with the truth that you are already worthy, already deserving, and already in possession of the good you seek. When doubt or fear arises, remember that these are but shadows cast by the light of your true self. They have no power except the power you give them. The universe does not recognize limitations, it knows only the boundless potential of creation. Whatever you assume to be true within your heart, the universe tirelessly works to bring into your reality. You may not always understand the unfolding of events, but trust that every step, every twist and turn is guiding you toward the realization of your highest good. The challenges you face are not obstacles, they are opportunities to refine your vision and deepen your faith. The universe plans good things for you because it is compelled to respond to your belief in the goodness of life. Begin now to see yourself as the creator, not the victim of circumstance. Hold firmly to the vision of the life you wish to live. Imagine it vividly, as if it is already yours, and feel the joy and gratitude of that fulfilled state. This is not wishful thinking, it is the law of life, the way the universe works. It cannot fail you, for it is you. The power to transform your life lies in your willingness to believe in the unseen reality of your desires. The universe is always conspiring in your favor, arranging people, events, and opportunities in ways you cannot yet comprehend. Trust in its infinite wisdom and align your thoughts with the goodness you seek. The moment you do, the universe responds, for it has already planned the good things that await you. The universe is not bound by time, space, or circumstance. It exists in a realm of infinite possibilities, where everything you could ever imagine already exists in potential. Your desires are not merely dreams, they are divine intentions seeking expression through you. The universe plans only good things for you because it knows no other way. It operates with precision, responding to the thoughts and feelings you emit, shaping your reality to align with the inner world you create. Let us consider the profound truth that your consciousness is the seed from which all your experiences grow. What you dwell upon in your mind with conviction and emotion takes root in the fertile soil of the universe. You may think that your desires are unattainable, that they are too grand or too far removed from your current reality. But this is an illusion created by the limited perspective of the senses. The universe operates beyond what you can see, weaving the threads of your intentions into the fabric of your life. Your only task is to hold the vision steadfastly, trusting that the universe will bring it to fruition in the perfect way and at the perfect time. Doubt is the greatest thief of your dreams. It whispers that you are not enough, that what you seek is impossible, that the universe is indifferent to your plight. But doubt is a lie. It has no substance except the power you give it. When you feel doubt creeping into your mind, remember that it is merely a signal to return to faith. The universe does not question your worthiness, it only responds to the energy you project. If you focus on lack, the universe reflects lack. If you focus on abundance, it mirrors abundance. You are always creating, whether consciously or unconsciously. There is a profound wisdom in understanding that the universe's plans often surpass your own. You may have a specific idea of how your desires should unfold, but the universe operates with a far greater intelligence. Sometimes what appears to be a delay or even a setback is, in truth, a redirection towards something better than you could have imagined. Trust this process. The path may not always be clear, but it is always leading you to your highest good. The universe is endlessly patient and infinitely generous. It does not measure your worthiness by your past mistakes or current circumstances. It does not withhold blessings based on arbitrary conditions. The universe is always ready, always willing to pour its goodness into your life. The only requirement is that you open yourself to receive it. How do you do this? By aligning your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs with the truth that you are already one with the infinite source of all good. Begin each day by affirming this truth. Declare to yourself with conviction that the universe plans good things for you. Let this belief permeate your entire being. When you encounter challenges, remind yourself that these are not barriers but stepping stones. Every trial is an opportunity to deepen your faith, to clarify your vision, and to strengthen your alignment with the universal flow. The power of imagination is one of the greatest gifts you have been given. It is through imagination that you communicate with the universe, painting the picture of the life you wish to live. Do not be afraid to dream boldly, for the universe has no limits, and neither do you. Imagine the life you desire in vivid detail. See it, feel it, and most importantly, believe it. This is not mere fantasy, it is the blueprint for the reality the universe will manifest for you. You may wonder how long it will take for your desires to materialize. The truth is, the timing is not yours to control, nor is it necessary for you to know. The universe operates on its own divine schedule, orchestrating events with precision and grace. Your role is to remain in a state of trust, knowing that what you seek is already on its way. Impatience and frustration only create resistance, delaying the fulfillment of your desires. Instead, cultivate a sense of joy and gratitude for the blessings that are already present in your life, for gratitude is a powerful magnet for even greater good. The universe's plans for you are not confined to the material realm. While it delights in providing abundance, success, and joy, it also seeks to expand your soul, to elevate your consciousness, and to deepen your connection to the divine. The challenges you face are not punishments, they are opportunities for growth. They are the universe's way of preparing you to receive the blessings you have asked for. Embrace these moments with an open heart, knowing that they are part of the grand design. If you ever feel overwhelmed by the weight of your circumstances, remember that you are never alone. The universe is your constant companion, guiding you with love and wisdom. Even in your darkest hours, it is working behind the scenes, arranging the details of your life in ways that will ultimately bring you joy. Trust this unseen hand. Trust that every experience, no matter how difficult, is serving your highest good. There is immense power in surrender. Surrender does not mean giving up, it means releasing the need to control every aspect of your life. It means trusting that the universe knows what is best for you, even when you do not. When you surrender, you allow the universe to work its magic, to bring about outcomes that are far greater than anything you could have orchestrated on your own. Surrender is not a sign of weakness, it is an act of profound faith. As you move through life, remember that you are a co-creator with the universe. Your role is not to struggle or strive, but to align and allow. Align your thoughts with love, your emotions with joy, and your actions with purpose. Allow the universe to do the rest. This is the essence of effortless manifestation. When you live in harmony with the universal flow, good things come to you naturally, as if by magic. You have the power to transform your reality at any moment. It begins with a choice to believe in the goodness of life, to trust in the universe's plans, and to align yourself with the truth of who you really are. You are not a victim of circumstance, you are a creator of worlds. The universe is your ally, your partner, your reflection. It plans only good things for you because it is, in essence, the manifestation of your highest self. When you understand this, life becomes a joyful dance, a co-creative adventure filled with wonder and possibility. You no longer feel the need to force or manipulate, instead, you flow with ease, knowing that the universe is always conspiring in your favor. Every thought, every feeling, every action is an invitation for the universe to respond. Choose wisely. Choose love. Choose faith. Choose the knowing that the universe plans only good things for you, and it will be so. The universe is an intricate web of energy, and you are its central thread. Every thought you think, every feeling you embrace, sends ripples across this infinite expanse. These ripples do not dissipate into nothingness, they gather momentum, drawing to you the people, circumstances, and opportunities that align with the vibration you emit. This is the nature of the universe. It does not act randomly, but with perfect alignment to the frequency of your inner world. Many believe the universe is indifferent, that life happens to them without rhyme or reason. Yet nothing could be further from the truth. The universe is a living, breathing entity of boundless intelligence, and you are its beloved creation. It desires only your growth, your expansion, your joy. Its plans for you are not punitive, they are a symphony of blessings waiting to be discovered, a tapestry of abundance woven just for you. When you recognize this, life ceases to feel like a battle and transforms into a partnership, a divine collaboration between you and the infinite. Do not let appearances deceive you. What you see with your eyes is only a fragment of the whole. The delays you perceive, the obstacles that seem insurmountable, are not signs of failure. They are part of the unfolding process, preparing you to receive the greater good that is already on its way. If you could see the workings of the universe behind the veil of the physical, you would be astonished by its precision and love. Every moment is orchestrated with care, ensuring that you grow into the person who can fully receive and appreciate the blessings you have called forth. When you focus on what you lack, you unknowingly push away the very things you desire. The universe cannot give you abundance while you cling to thoughts of scarcity. It cannot bring you love while you dwell in fear. To receive the good the universe has planned for you, you must shift your focus. Instead of asking, "Why don't I have what I want?" ask, "How can I embody the energy of what I desire?" The universe responds not to words, but to feelings, to the vibration you carry within. When you feel abundant, loved, and fulfilled, you create a magnetism that draws these very experiences into your life. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools you possess. When you cultivate a heart of gratitude, you align yourself with the frequency of abundance. Gratitude says to the universe, "I see and appreciate the blessings in my life, and I am ready to receive more." It is not enough to express gratitude mechanically, it must come from a place of genuine appreciation. Look around you, there is always something to be grateful for. The air you breathe, the sun that warms your face, the love of a friend or family member, these are all gifts from the universe. When you acknowledge these gifts, you open the door for even greater blessings to flow into your life. The power of your imagination cannot be overstated. It is your direct link to the infinite. When you visualize your desires with clarity and conviction, you are not merely daydreaming, you are creating. The universe takes the images you hold in your mind and translates them into physical form. This is why it is so important to guard your imagination. Do not allow it to be hijacked by fear, doubt, or negativity. Instead, use it as a tool to paint the reality you wish to experience. See yourself as the person you aspire to be. Feel the joy, the peace, the fulfillment as if it is already yours. This is the language the universe understands, and it will respond in kind. It is essential to release the need to know how your desires will manifest. The how is not your concern, it is the domain of the universe. Your task is to focus on the what and the why. What do you desire, and why does it matter to you? When you are clear on these, the universe will take care of the rest. Trust that it has infinite ways to bring your dreams to life, ways that you cannot even begin to imagine. When you insist on a specific outcome or path, you limit the universe's ability to surprise you with something even better. Patience is not passive, it is an active state of trust. It is the unwavering belief that what you desire is already on its way, even if you cannot yet see it. Impatience stems from a lack of faith, from the fear that the universe will not deliver. But the universe is never late, it is always on time. Each moment of waiting is an opportunity to strengthen your faith, to prepare your heart, and to align more deeply with your desires. Instead of resisting the waiting, embrace it. See it as a sacred pause, a chance to become the person who is ready to receive the good that is coming. Your worthiness is never in question. The universe does not measure your value by your achievements, your possessions, or your past. It sees you as you truly are, a being of infinite potential, worthy of all the good life has to offer. Any belief that you are unworthy is a lie, a distortion of the truth. Release it. Step into the knowing that you are enough, exactly as you are. When you do, you unlock the floodgates of the universe's blessings, allowing them to pour into your life without resistance. The universe's plans for you are not small or limited. They are vast, expansive, and beyond anything you could imagine. But to step into these plans, you must let go of fear. Fear is the great constrictor, the force that keeps you playing small. It tells you to settle, to compromise, to accept less than you deserve. But the universe does not deal in smallness. It is a reflection of your highest potential, and it calls you to rise to meet it. When you release fear and step boldly into your dreams, the universe responds with open arms, guiding and supporting you every step of the way. Faith is the bridge between the seen and the unseen, the known and the unknown. It is the assurance that the universe is working for your good, even when evidence seems to suggest otherwise. Faith is not blind optimism, it is a deep, unshakable trust in the benevolence of life. Cultivate this faith, and you will find that the universe becomes your greatest ally, your unwavering partner in creation. Life is not a test, it is a gift. The universe does not place obstacles in your path to punish you, but to help you grow. Every challenge is an invitation to expand, to step into a greater version of yourself. When you face these challenges with courage and faith, you align yourself with the flow of the universe, and miracles become inevitable. You begin to see that even the difficulties are part of the plan, leading you to greater joy and fulfillment. In the grand scheme of the universe, there is no such thing as failure. Every experience, no matter how painful or unexpected, is a stepping stone on your journey. The universe uses even your mistakes to guide you toward your highest good. When you trust in this truth, you free yourself from the fear of failure and open yourself to the infinite possibilities that life has to offer. You are not here by accident. Your existence is not a random event. You are here because the universe desired you into being. It has a plan for you, a purpose that only you can fulfill. When you align with this purpose, life becomes a dance of joy, a harmonious flow of creation and fulfillment. Trust that the universe knows what it is doing. Trust that it plans only good things for you, and live each day in the certainty that you are deeply loved, infinitely supported, and divinely guided. The universe's design for you is both intricate and profound, far beyond what the human mind can fully grasp. Its workings are like the roots of a great tree, unseen yet essential, stretching deep and wide to nourish and sustain what you see above the surface. Trusting in this unseen foundation is the key to unlocking the fullness of what life has to offer. Your role is not to map out every step of the journey, but to walk it with faith, courage, and a heart open to receive. When you allow yourself to rest in the certainty that the universe is always working in your favor, you release the tension of trying to control every outcome. Control is an illusion born of fear, the fear that if you let go, life will somehow fail you. Yet, paradoxically, it is in the letting go that the magic happens. When you surrender your need to dictate how things should unfold, you create space for the universe to surprise you with its boundless creativity and generosity. The path may not look the way you expected, but it will always lead to something greater than you imagined. So consider the seasons of life. Just as the earth moves through cycles of growth, harvest, decay, and renewal, so too do you. There are times when everything seems to fall into place effortlessly, and times when it feels as though the ground beneath you is shifting. Both are necessary. The periods of challenge are not a sign that the universe has forgotten you, they are a sign that you are being prepared for something greater. Growth often requires discomfort, just as seeds must break open in the dark earth before they can reach for the sun. Trust that even in the darkness, the universe is nurturing you, guiding you toward the light. This trust is not passive. It calls for you to participate actively in your own unfolding. The universe responds to your intentions, your choices, and your energy. When you align your actions with your deepest desires, you become a co-creator of your reality. Take inspired steps toward your goals, no matter how small they may seem. Each step sends a signal to the universe that you are ready, willing, and open to receive. It is in this dance of intention and action that the miracles occur. Doubt is the shadow that often tries to creep into this dance. It whispers, "What if it doesn't work? What if you fail, but doubt is nothing more than the echo of past fears, and it has no power except the power you give it? When doubt arises, acknowledge it without judgment and choose to return to faith. Remind yourself that the universe is infinitely more vast and capable than your fears. Every time you choose faith over doubt, you strengthen your connection to the flow of universal abundance. Patience, too, is an essential part of this journey. In a world that often glorifies instant gratification, it can be difficult to wait for the fruits of your intentions to ripen. Yet, just as you would not dig up a seed to see if it is growing, you must trust that your desires are unfolding in perfect timing. The universe operates on a divine schedule, one that is always aligned with your highest good. Even when it feels as though nothing is happening, trust that the wheels are in motion. The waiting is not empty, it is a time of preparation, a sacred pause that allows you to become ready to fully receive. As you wait, cultivate joy in the present moment. Too often we tie our happiness to future outcomes, believing that we will be content only when we achieve a certain goal or acquire a certain thing. But the truth is, joy is available to you here and now. It is not something to be earned, it is your birthright. When you choose to find joy in the journey, you align yourself with the energy of abundance, making it easier for the universe to bring your desires to fruition. The universe speaks to you constantly, not through words but through signs, synchronicities, and the quiet stirrings of your intuition. Pay attention to these messages. They are the breadcrumbs that guide you along the path. A chance encounter, a seemingly random thought, a feeling that pulls you in a certain direction, all of these are the universe's way of communicating with you. Trust these whispers, even when they defy logic. They are your connection to the infinite intelligence that is always working on your behalf. There will be times when the path feels unclear, when you are unsure of the next step. In these moments, remember that stillness is not stagnation. It is an opportunity to tune in, to reconnect with your inner knowing. The answers you seek are not outside of you, they are within. When you quiet the noise of the mind and listen to the wisdom of your heart, you will find the guidance you need. Trust that the universe will reveal the next step when the time is right, and until then, rest in the assurance that you are exactly where you are meant to be. Forgiveness is another powerful tool in aligning with the good the universe has planned for you. Holding on to resentment or anger is like carrying a heavy weight. It drains your energy and blocks the flow of blessings into your life. Forgiveness is not about condoning what has happened, it is about freeing yourself from the chains of the past. When you release the burden of unforgiveness, you create space for the universe to fill your life with joy, love, and abundance. It is an act of self-liberation, a declaration that you are ready to move forward unencumbered. As you walk this path, remember that you are not alone. The universe is your constant companion, your greatest supporter, and your unwavering source of strength. Even in moments of doubt or despair, it holds you in a field of infinite love. You are deeply connected to this love, and nothing can separate you from it. When you tap into this connection, you find the courage to face any challenge, the resilience to overcome any obstacle, and the wisdom to navigate any uncertainty. Let this truth be your anchor. The universe plans good things for you always. When challenges arise, see them as opportunities to grow. When delays occur, trust that they are making way for something greater. When doubt creeps in, return to the knowing that you are deeply loved and infinitely supported. Live each day with the conviction that you are a co-creator with the universe, capable of bringing your dreams to life. The journey is not always easy, but it is always worth it. Each step you take brings you closer to the realization of the good that is already yours. Trust the process, embrace the journey, and know that the universe has plans for you that are more beautiful and expansive than you can imagine. Open your heart, align your thoughts, and take inspired action. The universe is ready to shower you with its blessings, and all you need to do is say yes. To truly grasp the profound truth that the universe plans good things for you, it is essential to delve deeper into the mechanics of creation, the role of belief, and the profound interconnectedness of all life. This understanding goes beyond mere surface-level affirmations. It requires a deep, unwavering commitment to aligning your inner world with the infinite possibilities that surround you. The universe is not some distant, indifferent force. It is intimately connected to you, responding to the thoughts you think, the emotions you feel, and the energy you emit. Every moment of your existence is a dialogue with this vast, intelligent field of creation. When you internalize this truth, you begin to see life not as a series of random events, but as a carefully orchestrated masterpiece in which you are both the participant and the co-creator. At the heart of this process is belief. Belief is the invisible architect of your reality. What you believe shapes what you perceive, and what you perceive becomes the foundation of your experiences. The universe is constantly mirroring back to you the content of your inner world. If you believe that life is full of struggle and scarcity, the universe will reflect that belief in the form of challenges and lack. Conversely, if you believe that the universe is abundant and that good things are always flowing toward you, that belief becomes your reality. But how do you cultivate such a belief, especially in the face of doubt or adversity? The key lies in understanding that belief is not something you must force or fabricate. It is something you nurture. Begin by observing your current beliefs. What stories are you telling yourself about life, about others, about your worthiness? Are these stories rooted in fear or in love? Awareness is the first step in transformation. Once you recognize the limiting beliefs that no longer serve you, you can consciously choose to replace them with empowering ones. This is where imagination comes into play. Your imagination is not just a tool for daydreaming, it is the creative powerhouse of your being. When you imagine yourself already living the life you desire, you activate a powerful vibrational match with that reality. The universe does not distinguish between what is real and what is vividly imagined. It responds to the energy of your focus. Use your imagination to create a mental and emotional blueprint of the good things you want to experience. See it, feel it, and most importantly, believe it as if it were already true. Patience is an essential companion to belief and imagination. The universe operates on its own divine timing, which often differs from our human expectations. Impatience can create resistance, blocking the flow of what you desire. Trust that every delay serves a purpose, whether it is to prepare you for what is coming or to align circumstances in ways you cannot yet see. Remember, the universe's timing is always perfect, even when it does not align with your immediate desires. Gratitude is another powerful key to aligning with the universe's good plans for you. When you focus on what you are grateful for, you shift your energy to a state of abundance and receptivity. Gratitude is a declaration to the universe that you recognize and appreciate its gifts, both seen and unseen. It opens the floodgates for more blessings to flow into your life. Cultivate the habit of expressing gratitude not just for what you already have, but also for the good things that are on their way to you. This act of faith amplifies the energy of manifestation. Let us also consider the role of intuition in this process. Intuition is your internal compass, your direct line of communication with the universe. It often speaks to you in whispers, through feelings, insights, or sudden inspirations. Trusting your intuition requires you to quiet the noise of doubt and fear, to tune into the still small voice within. Your intuition will always guide you toward the path that aligns with your highest good. Follow it, even when it leads you into the unknown, for the unknown is often where the greatest miracles occur. Challenges and setbacks are not indicators that the universe has abandoned you. They are opportunities for growth and refinement. Every difficulty carries within it the seed of transformation. When you face obstacles, ask yourself, what is this teaching me? How can I grow from this experience? By reframing challenges as stepping stones rather than stumbling blocks, you align yourself with the universe's ultimate plan for your evolution and fulfillment. Connection is another vital aspect of understanding the universe's plans. You are not separate from the world around you. You are an integral part of a vast, interconnected web of existence. Your thoughts and actions ripple out, influencing not only your life but the lives of others in the collective consciousness. When you act with love, kindness, and integrity, you contribute to the greater good, and the universe responds in kind. The more you align your intentions with the highest good for all, the more effortlessly the universe's blessings flow into your life. A key principle to embrace is that the universe's good plans are not limited to material abundance. While wealth, success, and possessions are wonderful expressions of life's richness, the universe's gifts often come in forms that nourish your soul: peace, love, purpose, wisdom, and joy. These are the treasures that sustain you through all seasons of life. Seek these inner riches, and you will find that external blessings naturally follow. Faith in the unseen is a cornerstone of this journey. Faith is not about blind optimism or ignoring reality. It is about trusting in a higher order even when the path ahead is unclear. It is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Faith allows you to move forward with confidence, knowing that the universe is always conspiring in your favor. It is the antidote to fear, the light that guides you through the darkest nights. Remember, the universe's plans for you are not static, they are dynamic, evolving as you evolve. The more you grow, the more expansive your possibilities become. Do not limit yourself by clinging to outdated dreams or definitions of success. Be willing to let go of what no longer serves you, to embrace the new and unexpected. The universe is always inviting you to expand, to step into greater levels of joy, love, and fulfillment. As you walk this path, be mindful of the company you keep. Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you, who believe in your dreams and encourage your growth. The energy of those around you influences your own. So choose connections that resonate with the life you are creating. At the same time, be a source of light for others. Share your journey, your insights, and your love. In giving, you align yourself with the infinite flow of abundance. Let go of the need to figure it all out. The universe's plans for you are far greater than anything you could design on your own. Trust in the mystery, the magic, and the magnificence of life. Allow yourself to be guided by the knowing that you are deeply loved, infinitely supported, and destined for greatness. The universe is always working for you, always conspiring to bring you the highest good. All you need to do is align, believe, and receive. In the end, the truth is simple yet profound. The universe plans good things for you because you are worthy of them. Your existence is proof of this worthiness. Embrace this truth with all your heart and let it transform your life in ways beyond your wildest dreams. Trust the process, honor the journey, and know that the best is yet to come. The universe is a grand tapestry, woven with threads of infinite possibilities, love, and purpose. Every thread represents a moment, an opportunity, or a blessing waiting to unfold in your life. To truly embrace the concept that the universe plans good things for you, we must deepen our understanding of how this truth operates in our daily existence. This expansion will guide you into the depths of your consciousness, showing how every thought, belief, and action aligns with the flow of the universe's benevolence. The idea that the universe has a plan for you stems from the understanding that you are not separate from it. You are an integral part of the whole, and as such, the universe inherently desires your growth and well-being. This is not merely wishful thinking or optimism, it is a law woven into the fabric of existence. The same force that moves the stars, orchestrates the seasons, and breathes life into all creation is also intricately involved in your personal journey. The universe operates on principles of harmony and balance. When you look at the natural world, you see an exquisite order. Plants grow toward the light, rivers flow to the ocean, and ecosystems flourish in symbiosis. This same intelligence governs your life. The universe's good plans are not about random acts of favor, but about aligning you with the harmonious flow of life. The obstacles you face, the opportunities you encounter, and even the moments of stillness are all part of this divine orchestration. Sometimes it may seem that life brings more challenges than blessings. In these moments, it is essential to understand that the universe's plans are often beyond our immediate comprehension. What feels like a setback may be a setup for something far greater. Challenges refine you, strengthen your character, and prepare you for the blessings that are to come. Every difficulty contains the seeds of transformation. When you approach life with this perspective, you open yourself to the realization that even the hard times are part of the universe's benevolent plans. To align with the good plans the universe has for you, you must first recognize the power of your thoughts and beliefs. Your mind is a creative force, shaping your reality with every intention and expectation you hold. If you believe that life is a struggle, filled with scarcity and conflict, you emit an energy that attracts those very experiences. Conversely, when you believe that life is abundant, joyful, and full of opportunities, the universe responds in kind. This is not about ignoring the difficulties in your life, but about choosing to focus on the possibilities rather than the limitations. Every thought you think sends a vibration into the universe, and the universe responds to that vibration by matching it. If you want to experience the good things the universe has planned for you, cultivate thoughts of love, gratitude, and abundance. These high-frequency vibrations attract circumstances, people, and opportunities that reflect the goodness you seek. Your imagination is a bridge between the seen and the unseen, a tool that connects you to the infinite potential of the universe. When you imagine the life you desire, you create a mental blueprint for the universe to work with. Visualization is not just a fanciful exercise, it is a powerful practice that aligns your energy with the reality you wish to create. Take time each day to visualize yourself living in the joy, abundance, and fulfillment you seek. See it clearly, feel it deeply, and believe it wholeheartedly. The universe responds to the energy of your emotions, so immerse yourself in the feelings of already having what you desire. This act of faith and alignment is a magnetic force that draws your vision into your physical reality. One of the most challenging aspects of aligning with the universe's plans is trusting its timing. As humans, we often want immediate results, but the universe operates on a timeline that is perfectly aligned with your highest good. Delays are not denials, they are opportunities for growth, alignment, and preparation. Consider the metaphor of planting a seed. When you plant a seed in the soil, you do not immediately demand its fruit. You water it, nurture it, and trust that it will grow in its own time. The same is true for the manifestations of your desires. Trust that the universe knows the perfect time to bring your dreams to fruition. Your job is to prepare the soil of your mind and heart, to nurture your intentions with love and patience, and to trust in the process. Gratitude is a transformative force that amplifies the flow of blessings in your life. When you focus on what you are grateful for, you align yourself with the energy of abundance. Gratitude is a powerful affirmation to the universe that you recognize and appreciate its goodness, which in turn opens the door for more blessings to flow into your life. Cultivate a daily practice of gratitude. Write down 3 things you are grateful for each day, no matter how small. Feel the emotion of gratitude deeply and let it radiate through your being. This simple practice shifts your energy, making you a magnet for the good things the universe has planned for you. Doubt and fear are natural human emotions, but they can create resistance to the flow of the universe's goodness. When you doubt the universe's plans or fear that you are unworthy of its blessings, you block the energy of manifestation. Overcoming these emotions requires a conscious choice to trust in the unseen, to believe in the inherent goodness of life, and to remind yourself of the countless times you have been supported and guided. Affirmations are a powerful tool for overcoming doubt and fear. Repeat phrases like, "I am worthy of all the good things the universe has planned for me," or "I trust the divine timing of my life." These affirmations rewire your subconscious mind, replacing fear with faith and doubt with certainty. While belief and visualization are essential, they must be paired with inspired action. The universe works through you, not just for you. When you take steps toward your goals, even small ones, you demonstrate your commitment to the process. This action signals to the universe that you are ready to receive its blessings. At the same time, surrender is equally important. Surrender does not mean giving up, it means releasing control and trusting that the universe knows the best way to fulfill your desires. When you surrender, you let go of the need to micromanage every detail and open yourself to the infinite possibilities that the universe can bring. Recognizing the signs. When you recognize a sign, acknowledge it with gratitude and trust that it is part of the universe's good plans for you. These moments of synchronicity are reminders that you are never alone, that you are always supported, and that the universe is working in your favor. The good things the universe has planned for you are not limited to material wealth or external success. They encompass the full spectrum of human experience, love, joy, growth, wisdom, and purpose. Sometimes the universe's blessings come in unexpected forms. A challenging relationship may teach you profound lessons about self-love. A career setback may redirect you to a path that aligns more closely with your soul's purpose. By expanding your perspective, you begin to see every experience as part of the universe's plan for your highest good. You stop resisting what is and start embracing what could be. This shift in mindset allows you to move through life with grace and ease, trusting that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. A life of fulfillment. When you fully embrace the truth that the universe plans good things for you, your life transforms. You no longer feel like a victim of circumstance, but a co-creator of your reality. You move through life with a sense of wonder, gratitude, and trust, knowing that you are always supported and guided. This journey is not about achieving perfection or avoiding challenges. It is about living in alignment with the flow of the universe. It is about recognizing your worthiness, cultivating faith, and allowing the universe's good plans to unfold in their perfect timing. As you continue to align with this truth, you will find that life becomes a dance of joy and abundance, a celebration of the infinite possibilities that are always available to you. The universe is your partner in this dance, always leading you toward the highest expression of your being. Trust in its plans, believe in its goodness, and know that the best is yet to come. To call on God is not to reach for something outside of yourself, but to turn inward and awaken to the presence that has always been within you. God is not distant, not separate, but the very essence of your being, the I am that gives life to all you experience. When you say, I am, you are calling upon the divine, for that is the name of God, the creative power that shapes your reality. You call on God by acknowledging this power and aligning yourself with it. It is not through pleading or asking in desperation, but by recognizing that you and the Creator are one. The life force within you is the same life force that moves the sun, the stars, and the tides. To call on God is to feel this truth deeply, to know that your every thought and belief is an expression of this infinite power. Begin by stilling your mind. Silence the clamor of doubt, fear, and distraction. Close your eyes and breathe deeply, focusing your awareness on the quiet, sacred space within. In that stillness, affirm what you desire as though it is already yours. Speak it inwardly, not as a request, but as a declaration of faith. I am whole. I am free. I am abundant. In these simple yet profound statements, you call upon the creative force of the universe, claiming what is rightfully yours. To call on God is to feel as though your desire is already fulfilled. It is to see yourself living in the end, to feel the joy, the peace, the gratitude of having already received what you seek. This is not imagination in the sense of fantasy, but imagination as the divine act of creation. What you assume and feel within, you will experience in the world without. The power is not in the words you speak, but in the belief and feeling behind them. Know that when you call upon God in this way, you are never ignored. The divine answers you by reflection, bringing into your life what you have impressed upon your inner world. The outer reality may take time to align, but the moment you call upon God through faith and feeling, the work is done. Remember, you do not need to beg or bargain. You need only to believe. Trust in the unseen power within you. Trust that it hears you because it is you who call upon it with confidence, and it will respond in ways beyond your understanding, aligning circumstances, people, and events to fulfill the vision you hold. This is the sacred act of creation, the calling forth of God within. To truly call on God, you must first recognize the profound simplicity of the process. The act itself requires no elaborate rituals, no distant places of worship, no external intermediaries. God is not a being you must summon. God is the very essence of your awareness, the I am that gives life to all things. The power lies within you at this very moment, waiting to be consciously directed. Understand this: when you call on God, you are not speaking to a separate entity. You are communing with the creative force that is your very self. This is the mystery hidden in plain sight, the truth that many fail to grasp. You have always carried this power. It has never been apart from you. To call upon it is not to beg, but to awaken, to claim your divine inheritance as the creator of your reality. Calling on God begins with your awareness of what you desire. Desire is the spark of divine intention, the voice of God within you urging you to expand, to create, to experience more of life. Do not shy away from your desires, for they are sacred. They are not selfish or wrong. They are the language of your soul, communicating the path you are meant to walk. When you feel a desire stir within you, understand that it is already yours in the unseen realm. The very fact that you can desire it means it exists, waiting for you to claim it. Now, how do you claim it? How do you call on God to bring your desire into physical reality? You do so through imagination, the divine faculty through which all things are made. Close your eyes and turn inward. Begin to see yourself as the person you wish to be, living the life you desire to live. Use your imagination not to escape reality, but to create it. See the seeing vividly in your mind's eye and feel the emotions of already having what you seek. If it is love you desire, feel the warmth of being loved. If it is abundance, feel the joy and freedom of having all that you need. This act of imagination is not idle daydreaming, it is the sacred work of creation. What you imagine with feeling and persistence will harden into fact. The outer world is but a mirror, reflecting back to you the assumptions and beliefs you hold within. When you call on God through imagination, you impress your desire upon the divine substance of the universe. You set into motion unseen forces that will shape your reality to match your vision. But here lies the key: you must remain faithful to your vision no matter what the outer world shows you. Calling on God is not a one-time act, it is a state of being. You must dwell in the feeling of your wish fulfilled persistently and consistently. The world around you may contradict your inner vision. It may show you lack, struggle, or separation. Do not be swayed. These appearances are but the remnants of your old assumptions. They hold no power unless you give it to them. When doubt arises, and it will remember that your faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Faith is not blind belief, it is the inner knowing that what you have imagined is already real in the unseen realm. It is the trust that the same power that moves the stars and grows the trees is working in your favor, aligning all things to fulfill your vision. Calling on God requires patience, for the divine timing is perfect. You may not see immediate results, but know that the moment you feel your desires fulfilled, the work is done. The seed is planted. You trust that it will grow, even if you cannot yet see it. Just as a farmer does not dig up the seed to check its progress, neither should you doubt the process. Let your faith be unwavering, and you will see your desire manifest in perfect harmony. You must also guard your mind, for the world will tempt you to fall back into doubt and fear. Be mindful of your thoughts, for they are prayers in themselves. Every thought you think is an affirmation, a calling upon God to bring that thought into reality. If you dwell on fear, lack, or unworthiness, you are calling on God to create those conditions in your life. But if you dwell on love, abundance, and joy, you are calling forth those blessings. The power to call on God lies in your ability to control your inner world. You are the master of your mind, the ruler of your imagination. Do not let the outer world dictate your inner state. Instead, let your inner state shape the outer world. This is the true act of faith, the divine process of creation. Remember that calling on God is not about words, it is about feeling. Words without belief are empty. You may repeat affirmations endlessly, but if you do not feel their truth, they will not take root. The language of God is feeling, for feeling is the secret to creation. When you feel something is real, you summon the power of God to bring it into being. Feel the joy of your wish fulfilled. Feel the peace of knowing that it is already done. Feel the gratitude for the blessings that are already on their way. Gratitude is a powerful force, for it acknowledges the reality of your desire even before it appears. When you give thanks for what you have not yet seen, you affirm your faith in the unseen power within you. To call on God is to step into your role as a creator. It is to recognize that you are not a passive observer of life, but an active participant. You are not at the mercy of circumstances, you are the one who shapes them. When you call on God, you are not asking for something to be done for you. You are claiming your power to bring it forth through the divine partnership within. This process is not reserved for the chosen few. It is not limited to saints or sages. It is the birthright of every human being, for every human being is an expression of God. You have this power whether you are aware of it or not. The difference lies in how you use it. When you call on God with intention, faith, and feeling, you awaken to your creative potential. Do not underestimate the simplicity of this truth. The world may tell you that life is complicated, that success requires struggle, that blessings must be earned. But the truth is far simpler. You create your reality through your inner world. To call on God is to align yourself with this truth and to live from it. So let today be the day you turn inward. Let today be the day you call on God, not through words of pleading, but through the silent conviction of your heart. Declare your desires as already fulfilled. Feel their reality with every fiber of your being. Persist in this feeling, no matter what the world around you shows. Know that God hears you not because you speak loudly, but because you believe deeply. Know that the moment you call upon God through faith and feeling, the universe begins to move in response. Doors will open, paths will clear, and opportunities will appear. You do not need to know how it will happen. You need only to trust that it will. This is the power of calling on God. It is the power to transform your life, to create your world, to awaken to the divine presence within you. Use it wisely, use it faithfully, and you will see miracles unfold. Everything you seek is already yours. Call on God and claim it. To continue this exploration, let us go deeper into the divine mystery of calling on God. You must first understand that God is not separate from you. This truth, while simple, is profound. To know this is to awaken to the greatest power that exists, the realization that you are one with the source of all creation. Every breath you take, every beat of your heart, is evidence of this union. You and the Creator are inseparable, and calling on God is the act of embracing this unity. When you call on God, you are activating the creative power that has been with you since the beginning. This power has no limits. It knows no boundaries. It is not confined by time, space, or the conditions of the physical world. It moves through you as your awareness, and whatever you focus on with feeling becomes your reality. To call on God is to direct this infinite power with clarity and purpose. Think of this truth: God works through your assumptions. The state you assume to be true, whether it is one of lack or abundance, sickness or health, despair or joy, becomes the framework through which your life unfolds. You cannot escape the law of assumption, for it operates whether you are aware of it or not. The good news is that you can consciously use this law to create the life you desire. To call on God is to assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled, to live as though your desires are already yours. This is not a passive process. It requires you to take control of your inner world, to discipline your thoughts and emotions. Many allow their minds to wander, reacting to the circumstances around them. They see lack and assume lack. They see failure and assume failure. But you are not here to be a reactor, you are here to be a creator. Calling on God means choosing your assumptions with intention, aligning them with the life you wish to experience. Imagine for a moment that your mind is a garden. Every thought you think is a seed. If you plant seeds of doubt, fear, and negativity, you will reap a harvest of struggle and limitation. But if you plant seeds of faith, love, and abundance, you will reap a harvest of joy and prosperity. The act of calling on God is the act of planting the right seeds, nurturing them with belief, and trusting that they will grow. This growth begins within. When you call on God, you are not waiting for the outer world to change first. You are changing within, and the outer world will follow. The world is a mirror, reflecting back to you the state of your inner being. If you wish to see a new reflection, you must change what you are projecting. This is the essence of calling on God to transform your inner world so profoundly that the outer world has no choice but to conform. The process of calling on God is deeply personal, yet it is universal in its application. Each person will experience it in their own unique way, but the principles remain the same. First, you must clarify what it is you desire. Be specific, for clarity is power. Do not waver in your intention. If you wish for health, declare it. If you wish for love, embody it. If you wish for abundance, feel it. The clearer your vision, the stronger your call. Next, enter the state akin to sleep, that quiet, relaxed state where the conscious mind begins to fade and the subconscious becomes receptive. This is the doorway to the infinite, the place where you impress your desires upon the divine substance of the universe. In this state, imagine your desire is already fulfilled. See it clearly, feel it deeply. Live in the end as though it is already done. Do not concern yourself with how your desire will manifest. The how is not your responsibility, it is the work of God. Your responsibility is to believe, to feel, to know that it is already yours. When you call on God in this way, you set into motion a chain of events that will bring your vision into reality. You may not see the path, but trust that it is unfolding perfectly. Faith is the cornerstone of this process. Without faith, your call is weak. But with faith, your call becomes a command. Faith is not wishful thinking, it is the certainty that what you have imagined is already real, even if it has not yet appeared in the physical world. Faith is the evidence of things not seen, the substance of things hoped for. It is the bridge between the unseen and the seen, the eternal and the temporal. When you call on God with faith, you must release all doubt. Doubt is the enemy of creation, the thief of your dreams. It whispers that you are not worthy, that your desires are impossible, that you are separate from the divine. But doubt has no power except the power you give it. When it arises, remind yourself of the truth: you and God are one. There is no separation. There is no obstacle that cannot be overcome. Gratitude is another vital aspect of calling on God. To give thanks in advance is to affirm that your desire is already fulfilled. Gratitude aligns you with the vibration of your wish fulfilled, opening the doors for it to manifest in your life. Each time you feel grateful, you strengthen your connection to the divine and amplify your creative power. Begin and end each day with gratitude and watch as miracles unfold. Calling on God is not a one-time act, it is a way of life. It is a continual process of aligning yourself with the divine, of living in harmony with the truth of your being. It is the practice of walking in faith, even when the evidence of your senses suggests otherwise. It is the courage to persist, to trust, to believe in the unseen. Remember, God is not outside of you. The power you seek is within you. The kingdom of heaven is within. When you call on God, you are calling on the infinite intelligence and creative power that is your true self. You are awakening to your divine nature, stepping into your role as a co-creator of your reality. Do not let the simplicity of this truth deceive you. The world will tell you that creation is hard, that life is a struggle, that you are powerless. But these are illusions born of ignorance. The truth is that you are infinitely powerful, capable of shaping your reality through your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. To call on God is to claim this power, to live from it, to express it in every area of your life. It is to know that you are never alone, never separate, never without guidance or support. The divine is always with you, always responding to your call. So call on God boldly with faith and conviction. Declare your desires as already done. Live in the end, feel the joy, and persist in your vision. Trust that the universe is working in your favor, orchestrating all things for your highest good. This is the art of calling on God. It is not about struggle or effort, it is about surrender and trust. It is about aligning yourself with the truth of your being and allowing the divine to flow through you. Let this be your daily practice. Each time you call on God, you strengthen your connection to the infinite. Each time you imagine your desires fulfilled, you draw it closer to you. Each time you persist in faith, you step deeper into your role as the creator of your reality. And as you continue this journey, you will come to see that there is no limit to what you can create. The power within you is boundless, eternal, and ever present. To call on God is to awaken to this power and to live from it every day. This is your truth, your destiny, your divine right. To truly grasp the profound art of calling on God, we must explore deeper layers of consciousness and the mechanisms by which the divine within us responds. Calling on God is not a plea to some external being, but an awakening of the infinite power that resides in the depths of our being. You must understand that every call, every thought imbued with feeling is a prayer sent into the eternal substance of creation. It is not your words, but your belief, your inner conviction, that stirs the unseen forces into action. This process is effortless once you realize that the world around you is nothing more than the shadow of your inner state. Every experience, whether of joy or suffering, stems from what you have assumed to be true. When you call on God, you are not asking for something to change out there, you are commanding a change within yourself. You are stepping into a higher state of consciousness, one that aligns with the reality you desire. To call on God is to claim that which is already yours, knowing that creation is finished. The first step in calling on God is stillness. In the stillness of your mind, you will find the divine. It is in silence that you can hear the whispers of eternity. Let go of the noise of the external world, the chatter of doubts and fears. Enter a state of quiet receptivity, for it is here that you can commune with the infinite. In this silence, close your eyes and turn your attention inward. Feel the presence of God within you. This presence is not distant or abstract, it is your very awareness, the core of your being. As you dwell in this inner stillness, allow yourself to imagine the life you wish to create. Do not merely think about it, feel it. Immerse yourself in the scene of your wish fulfilled. Hear the words of congratulations, see the smiles of those around you, feel the joy of your accomplishment. Engage all your senses, for they are the tools by which you impress your desires upon the subconscious mind. The more vivid and real your imagination, the more potent your call to God. But remember, imagination alone is not enough. It must be accompanied by unwavering faith. Faith is the bridge between the unseen and the seen, the intangible and the tangible. It is the certainty that what you have imagined is already real, even if it has not yet appeared in the physical world. Faith does not waver, for it knows that the law is absolute. What you feel to be true will manifest in time. Calling on God with faith is not an act of desperation, but an act of assurance. As you persist in this practice, you will begin to notice subtle changes within yourself. These changes are the first signs of your answered prayer. You may feel a sense of peace, a quiet confidence that all is well. This is the evidence of your transformation. Trust it, nurture it, and continue to live in the feeling of your wish fulfilled. The outer world will inevitably conform to this new inner state. One of the greatest obstacles to calling on God is impatience. Many give up too soon, doubting the process when they do not see immediate results. But creation follows its own perfect timing. The oak tree does not grow overnight, nor does the sun rise before its time. Trust the process, for the universe knows the perfect way to bring your desire to you. Your role is not to force or manipulate, but to remain faithful to your vision. Another obstacle is fear. Fear is the absence of faith, the belief in separation from the divine. But fear is an illusion, for nothing can separate you from God. You are always one with the infinite, always supported and guided. When fear arises, do not resist it. Instead, confront it with the light of truth. Remind yourself of who you are, a divine creator, endowed with the power to shape your reality. As you do, fear will dissolve, and your connection to God will grow stronger. Gratitude is a powerful tool in calling on God. To give thanks before your desire has manifested is to affirm that it is already done. Gratitude shifts your focus from lack to abundance, from worry to trust. Begin each day with a heart full of gratitude, and you will find that more and more things to be grateful for will appear in your life. Gratitude is not merely an emotion, it is a state of consciousness, one that aligns you with the divine. You must also cultivate self-love, for you cannot truly call on God if you do not recognize your own worth. God dwells within you, and to deny your worth is to deny the divine. Embrace yourself as you are, with all your strengths and imperfections. You know that you are worthy of every good thing, simply because you exist. When you love yourself, you align with the vibration of love, the highest frequency in the universe. This alignment opens the doors to infinite possibilities. As you continue this journey, you will come to see that calling on God is not a single act, but a way of being. It is living in constant communion with the divine, always aware of your power to create. It is the realization that every moment is an opportunity to align with your highest self, to choose love over fear, faith over doubt, abundance over lack. Do not be discouraged by setbacks or challenges, for they are but stepping stones on your path. Each obstacle is an opportunity to strengthen your faith, to deepen your understanding of the divine laws. Embrace them as blessings in disguise, for they are guiding you toward your highest good. When you call on God in the midst of difficulty, you demonstrate the greatest act of faith. You declare that no matter what appears before you, the truth of your being remains unchanged. The more you practice this, the more natural it will become. You will no longer need to set aside special times to call on God, for you will live in a constant state of awareness of your oneness with the divine. Your every thought, word, and action will be an expression of this awareness. You will become a living example of what it means to walk in faith, to create from love, to live in alignment with the infinite. Eventually, you will reach a point where you no longer need to call on God, for you will realize that you and God are one. This is the ultimate truth, the secret of creation. To call on God is to awaken to this truth, to remember who you are, and to live from that knowing. When you embody this truth, you become unstoppable, for you are no longer limited by the illusions of the physical world. You live from a higher plane of existence, where all things are possible. Let this be your practice, to dwell in the feeling of your wish fulfilled, to trust in the unseen, to give thanks for what is already yours. Let this be your daily reminder that you are one with the infinite, a creator of worlds, a vessel of divine love. And let this be your greatest joy, to live as the magnificent being you truly are, in harmony with the infinite power that flows through all things. This is the art of calling on God, the secret to living a life of purpose, abundance, and joy. It is a journey of self-discovery, a path to the realization of your divine nature. Embrace it fully, and you will transform not only your life but the lives of all those you touch. For as you awaken to the truth within yourself, you inspire others to do the same. And in this way you become a beacon of light, a channel for the infinite love and power of God. Calling on God is not a desperate cry for help, but an act of confident knowing, an acknowledgement that you already possess all that you seek. To continue expanding on this profound truth, we must dive deeper into the mechanics of how this divine process operates within the framework of our consciousness. The act of calling on God is not just an occasional practice, it is a continual state of being, a habitual alignment with the infinite potential of creation. To truly embody this understanding, we must examine the foundation upon which this creative process rests: the imagination. Imagination is the gateway to the divine. It is not a fanciful daydream or idle thought, but the very instrument through which creation flows. When you call on God, you are using your imagination to step into the reality you wish to experience. You are not asking for permission, nor are you waiting for an external force to grant your request. Instead, you are claiming your rightful inheritance as a divine creator, shaping the unseen substance of the universe into form through the power of your mind. The most important realization in this process is that imagination is reality. Whatever you vividly imagine and feel to be true in your inner world will inevitably be expressed in your outer world. This is not merely a philosophical idea, but an eternal law of creation. When you call on God, you must do so with the conviction that what you imagine is as real as the physical objects you can touch and see. In fact, your imagination is even more real, for it is the source from which all physical manifestations arise. Imagine for a moment the life you desire. Do not limit yourself by what seems possible or practical. Instead, allow your imagination to soar freely. What would it feel like to live in the reality of your dreams? How would you carry yourself? What emotions would fill your heart? This act of imagining is not separate from the act of calling on God. It is the very essence of it. When you imagine with feeling, you are activating the divine power within you, setting into motion the forces that will bring your vision to life. But the key is persistence. Many begin this practice with enthusiasm but falter when they do not see immediate results. They allow doubt to creep in, questioning whether their efforts are in vain. Yet calling on God requires unwavering faith, a steadfast commitment to your vision, even when external circumstances seem unchanged. The delay is not denial, it is merely the process of creation unfolding in perfect timing. Trust this process, knowing that every seed you plant in your imagination will bear fruit in its season. To strengthen your faith, reflect on the principle of as within. So without this eternal truth teaches that the outer world is a mirror of your inner state. If you wish to change your circumstances, you must first change the assumptions you hold about yourself and your life. When you call on God, you are not asking for something new to be created. You are aligning yourself with what already exists in the infinite realm of possibilities. You are shifting your consciousness to a state where your desired reality is already true. The practice of calling on God is deeply personal, yet its effects ripple outward, touching every aspect of your life. As you embody this truth, you will notice a profound transformation in how you interact with the world. Situations that once caused you stress or frustration will no longer have power over you, for you will recognize them as mere reflections of your past assumptions. Instead of reacting to these situations, you will respond from a place of inner knowing, guided by the divine presence within you. This inner transformation will also influence your relationships. When you call on God, you are not only aligning yourself with your desires, but also with the highest good of all involved. The love and harmony you cultivate within yourself will naturally extend to others, creating an atmosphere of peace and connection. You will find that conflicts dissolve, misunderstandings are resolved, and new opportunities for joy and collaboration arise. This is not because you have manipulated external circumstances, but because you have shifted your inner state to one of love, abundance, and unity. Let us now address a common misconception, the idea that calling on God requires a specific ritual, prayer, or set of actions. While these practices can be helpful in focusing your attention, they are not the source of your power. The true power lies in your awareness of your oneness with God. You do not need to go anywhere or do anything special to access this power, for it is always present within you. Calling on God is as simple as turning your attention inward and affirming the truth of your being. This simplicity is both liberating and challenging. It is liberating because it means you are never separated from the divine. No matter where you are or what you are doing, you can always call on God and receive an immediate response. It is challenging because it requires you to take full responsibility for your life. There is no one else to blame, no external force to hold accountable. You are the creator of your experience, and this realization demands a level of self-awareness and discipline that many are hesitant to embrace. Yet, this responsibility is not a burden, it is a gift. It is the key to your freedom, the doorway to a life of unlimited potential. When you fully accept this truth, you will no longer feel the need to struggle or strive. Instead, you will move through life with a sense of ease and grace, knowing that everything you need is already within you. Calling on God becomes a natural part of your daily existence, a continuous alignment with the infinite source of all that is. As you deepen your practice, you will discover that calling on God is not limited to moments of need or desire. It is also an act of celebration and gratitude. Each time you affirm the presence of God within you, you are acknowledging the abundance and beauty of life. You are expressing your appreciation for the countless blessings that surround you, even before they manifest in physical form. This attitude of gratitude is a powerful force, for it amplifies your creative energy and draws even more blessings into your life. Let us consider too the role of forgiveness in this process. To call on God is to release all grievances and resentments, for these negative emotions block the flow of divine energy. Forgiveness is not about condoning the actions of others, but about freeing yourself from the chains of the past. When you forgive, you are not doing so for the benefit of the other person, but for your own liberation. This act of letting go allows you to fully align with the divine and create from a place of love and wholeness. Finally, let us reflect on the ultimate purpose of calling on God. It is not merely to fulfill your desires or solve your problems, though these are natural outcomes of the practice. The true purpose is to awaken to your divine nature, to realize that you are not separate from God but an expression of God in human form. Every time you call on God, you are affirming this truth, strengthening your connection to the infinite, and stepping into the fullness of your power. To call on God is to live in harmony with the eternal laws of creation. It is to move beyond the limitations of the physical world and embrace the boundless possibilities of the spiritual realm. It is to know with every fiber of your being that you are a divine creator capable of shaping your reality through the power of your imagination and faith. This journey is not always easy, but it is always worth it. As you continue to practice, you will find that the barriers you once perceived as insurmountable dissolve before you. You will experience a sense of peace and joy that transcends any external circumstance. And most importantly, you will come to know the truth of who you are, a magnificent, limitless being, one with the infinite power of God. The journey of calling on God is a return to the truth of who you are, a divine being, limitless in power and infinite in potential. The answers you seek, the changes you desire, and the dreams you long to manifest are not outside of you, they are within you, waiting to be claimed. The world may try to convince you otherwise, to tether you to fear, doubt, or the illusion of separation, but the truth remains unshaken. You and God are one. The power to create, to heal, to transform lies in your ability to believe and feel as though it is already done. This is not a passive wish, but a bold declaration of faith. To call on God is to stand firm in the knowing that what you desire is already yours. The moment you imagine and feel it, creation begins. The moment you persist, it unfolds. Let this truth guide you every day. No matter the challenges, no matter the appearances, remember that you are never alone. The infinite is always present, ready to respond to your call. Align yourself with this truth and watch as the walls of limitation crumble, as opportunities flow, and as miracles become your new normal. Your imagination is your divine instrument, your faith is your power, and your persistence is the key. Call on God not with desperation, but with the certainty that you already possess what you seek. Walk as though your desires are already fulfilled, and they will meet you with certainty. The world will reflect back to you the state of your consciousness. So choose every moment to dwell in the reality you wish to experience. Choose love over fear, faith over doubt, and abundance over lack. Know this God is within you, and the only limits you face are the ones you believe in. This is your life, your creation, your masterpiece. Call on God and rise to the truth of your divine nature. The power is yours. Use it wisely and create a life so radiant, so abundant, that it not only blesses you but inspires and uplifts everyone around you. The time is now. The power is here. Claim it, live it,